guys, it's Modesty. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with a new brush launch from Real Techniques. I was one of the lucky ones who was sitting up late on my phone, and I kind of live on the Ulta app, and so I'm like always refreshing, you know, new arrivals. And I had been looking at new arrivals. I refreshed it, all the same stuff was there, and then like 2 minutes later I refreshed it again, and these little babies from Real Techniques just dropped. And it had like a little platinum symbol next to it. So basically it was a platinum perk in the sense that you can only purchase it for 1 day. It was like a 1-day thing. And if you happen to be on the app the day that it was there, then you know, you would get to order the brushes before everyone else. So I'll see the day they actually launch. It might have already launched by the time this video goes up, but I'll still put the date just in case I'm wrong about that. But this is the new Blend and Blur, or Blur and Blend brush line, and they're supposed to look like the Artis brushes, and they do. Right now they have a all over face brush, which you can use for powder and things like that. It has a foundation brush, and I'm gonna also have like close-ups of the brushes and things like that. It has a foundation brush, then it has a contour brush right here, and then it has a cheek brush, so for like blush or highlight, and then it has an eyeshadow or just a shadow brush. So those ones that we've released for now, I don't know if they're coming out with more, maybe they are, maybe they aren't, I don't know. But those are the ones that have dropped. And I was excited to test them out because I was like, those are new, and I've kind of tried brushes sort of like that, and they're kind of bad. And so I was really turned off, but they look just like super just soft, and these are so soft. These brushes are so incredibly soft. I'd say my favorite brush out of all of them, I'm kind of torn, I'm torn between the contour brush and the all over face brush. Like, this is amazing and this is amazing, and you'll see a little bit later in the video, but I just want to let you know. Okay, so before we get into the demo with these brushes, I'm just going to go through it and I'm going to individually discuss each brush with you. So I'm going to be starting out with the smallest one. This is the shadow brush right here. Here's the shadow brush right here. This one has a purple detail, and the handles, or are they called handles on these types of brushes? Anyway, they have a matte finish, but they're very soft. Like, it doesn't feel like wood. It's like, it's kind of like a flexible, it's hard to describe, but it's a matte finish. And this one you can use on like the lower lash line, or you can use it in the outer V like I did. You will see those clips. Next one is the cheek brush, which has a pink Real Techniques logo on it. And I was actually really surprised that this was the cheek brush, not the contour one, because of how small it is. Like, you would think a blush brush is bigger than a contour brush usually. So I was surprised to see that the cheek brush is smaller than the contour brush. I thought that was really interesting. So I was kind of nervous, but you know, I'm glad I gave it a chance. So I did apply my blush with it today, and it's so weird how you can just, like, you know, go like this and it just magically blends out your blush. Like, seriously, it really does that. You'll see it in the clips. And then the contour brush, this one really took me back. I actually had to pause the video because I didn't want to be a weirdo on camera. I was just so taken back by how much I loved this the first try. Like if you aren't good at blending out contour, you need this in your life. Like, I don't even know, like, it looks like it would be hard, but it's like it blends for you. I'm not even exaggerating, you guys. It literally feels like it blends for you. It's because I was shocked. Like, you'll see in the clips, like, I was doing this and I was like it just looked seamless. It was so weird. Next, we're moving on to the foundation brush. I tried to clean off the best I could. It's a little stained, I'm sorry. But this is the first one that I tried out of all the brushes, so it's kind of funny that, like, I'm still not sure. Like, I'm still not sure, and once again, you'll see in the clips, but I'm still not exactly sure how I feel about this one. I like it, but at the same time, I like my sponges either equally or better. I'm still on the fence about this brush. I have to try this one out a few more times before I decide whether I really like it or not. But the other ones so far, I really, really, really like. Oh, I also have like prices floating around. So anyway, moving on to the last and final brush. This is the all over face brush. This thing is so soft. Like, I want to put a pillowcase over this and like sleep on it. I'm just kidding. Anyways, this is so big and fat and it's so dense, but it's not stiff. Does that make sense? Like, it's so dense, it's packed with, I don't even know how many bristles, but it's like the softest thing on earth. So it was really nice applying my powders. Like, usually, you know, you have a loose brush like this, and you pat it. This one you swipe, and my skin just feels so smooth. So I really like this one as well. This was the most expensive one, I believe. I mean, it's the biggest one. But yeah, so those are the brushes that Real Techniques has dropped. If you'd like to see these brushes in action, then just keep on watching for the demo. Primed my skin. I used my L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This is supposed to be like the Bobbi Brown face base, I think. But I really like it because it makes my skin so smooth and it's nice and tacky. So now we're gonna test out these brushes. So I did already test one of them out because I had to do my eyeshadow, and one of them, you know, as you saw, is an eyeshadow brush. So you will see that clip in a little bit. But this is the foundation one. So I guess this is what I'm gonna go in with. I'm gonna be using the Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Coverage. This has been like my go-to recently. I love it so much. Once again, I'm so glad I gave it a second chance. Link below. And I will just put it on my little palette. So I'm gonna do less than I normally do because supposedly these types of brushes spread your product better. So yeah, I will just dot it on my face, I guess, and then we'll go in. And I'm avoiding my under eye area because I don't ever like having product build up there, because then if you just have the concealer, your foundation will look smooth. Wow, that blended in my skin pretty good. Like, I thought the coverage isn't as good though as I normally, but I did use a lot less foundation than I normally use, so I'm gonna go in with a second layer before I'm gonna go in with a second layer on this side, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, did you see how fast I just blended in? Okay, so that's this side. I'm gonna do the other side with this sponge just so I can see what I prefer. So that took, this side to cover how I want it took 1.5 pumps. And I just used, so this right here will be 1.5. So I just feel like, I'm not sure. I'll have to zoom in and get your guys' opinion. So far I'm kind of digging both sides, like evenly, which I'm kind of surprised about because this foundation I hate with a brush. So I'm kind of shocked. Like, that's why I'm always using a sponge with this one. Like, I usually like using a foundation brush with a lot of foundations, but this one I want to use a sponge with. So the fact that I like this side, I think this side just looks more full coverage than this side. What do you guys think? Or am I just like seeing things? I'm just going to apply concealer really quickly and blend it in with my sponge just because I don't want to tug on my under eye area. So I have done my concealer and I did set my under eye just because, you know, I don't want to use this on my under eye. But this is the all over face brush, so I'm going to be using it as my powder brush, and I'm using my Basmati, Besame? I don't know how to pronounce that, but we picked it up on my brush. Wow, that's a lot of powder. and just gonna press it. Do I press? Do I swipe? Like, what do I do? Like, I don't even know how to use this. Okay. So I think you're supposed to just... Oh, that's smooth. Okay. So I'm just swiping the powder on, which I'm not gonna lie is very strange. But, it's setting my face. And it doesn't feel like it's like tugging hard. Like I probably even could have done my under eye now that I'm like actually feeling the brush. I use this so, oh wow, I'm amazed. I've never, oh. Okay, I like that. Ooh, like I'm getting goosebumps. I like how it feels. Like I legit am getting goosebumps. I like how this feels on my face. I'm gonna be testing out the contour lip. I feel like this should be contour because it's smaller. Like, but you know what? It says contour, so we're gonna use it. I will be using my Ofra Versatile Matte Bronzer. It's been my fave recently, and I'm literally just like pressing it in. Look at all that pigment. Okay. Whew, I'm kind of nervous. Like, it's like when I just go like this, it's already like, what? You guys, like, wow. Like, do you see what is happening here? Like, look at that, that's amazing. Wow. And then you can just take your all over one and just like, it's literally magic. Like I know it seems like I'm being like overly dramatic right now, but I'm just like, alright, I'm gonna go do my under eye really quickly while I like recollect myself because it's amazing. Alright guys, so to test out, excuse this right here. I have tape on so it's gonna be cleaned up. To test out this shadow brush from Real Techniques, I think it's supposed to be like the Artis brushes. I'm just going to dip it into the Lorac Pro 3 and go into Spice right there. I have never ever used a brush like this in my crease, so let's see. I'm very nervous what to expect. So I'm just going to place it here. Like, how do you even do this? And sweep up. Oh, that doesn't look that bad. Wow. It's very soft, by the way. It's really spreading the pigment around way more than other brushes like that. I mean, I guess that's the whole like look how much pigment is still left on the brush. Well then, so if you do small short strokes, then you're good. But I do want to take a regular brush just to blend out the edges a little bit. I recollect myself and now I'm going to be applying some blush using this. This is gonna be really strange. Tarte Party Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. So we will just pick some up like this and what? You've got to be kidding me. Alright, I'm gonna clean it off and apply highlight with it, because I am curious. I'm going to be taking the highlight that I've been reaching for recently. This is Ofra Blissful, and this is already pigmented enough, so let's see. Oh. Oh, I like that. Well, this highlight has come out to play. Oh my god, like, I am obsessed with my face makeup. Alright, I think this calls for a lip product, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to set my face, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you want to check out these brushes. If they are released, I will have a link to them down below. If they're not, I'm sorry, they'll probably, I'll have a release date, so I'm pretty sure it's released at this point though. I don't know. Anyways, so regardless, check the description box. I always encourage you to check the description box. I have all my social media. Speaking of social media, I did create a new Facebook for my channel. So if you were following my old Facebook, that doesn't exist anymore. So go down to my description box and start following my new Facebook page. And the main reason I did that, I'm just going to quickly mention, is because I was not keeping up with that Facebook page. But the reason being, back when I created it, I didn't want anyone close to me knowing that I had a YouTube channel. So I created a separate Facebook account so I could have a Facebook page for you guys. But then I realized that that's not the one I'm always checking. So if I'm not checking that Facebook, then I'm not going on there and posting for you guys, like, or sharing my videos on that group. But now that everyone on planet Earth knows that I have a YouTube channel, and I don't care about that, that's totally cool. Everyone's fine with it. I have created a new page with the Facebook that I always go to. So I've been very consistent with that page ever since I created it. So I will have a link below. Make sure you go follow my Facebook. I'm very busy on Facebook, so you'll be able to keep up with me there. Also follow my Twitter and my Instagram. I've revamped my Instagram, I've revamped my Twitter, I've revamped everything. I've been working really hard on my channel. Anyways, so I'm gonna stop rambling. So if you're returning from a previous video, or you have been subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for your further support. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. It means so much to me. I love just talking to you guys in the comments. And I love it. You guys are like my friends. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Modesty Jean. Yes, Modesty is my name. Jean is my middle name. I hope you want to subscribe to my channel or check out another video. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.